The Manchester derby, Manchester City versus Manchester United at the Etihad Stadium in what seems to be a bit of a mismatch game now from recent form for both teams. Manchester City are in brilliant form, winning the last 21 games of football, which is an incredible stat to say the least. And Manchester United have been in a bit of ropey form lately, struggling to score goals and dropping points with a lot of draws. And certainly in the league, draws just absolutely kill you off. In the cup competitions you can get away with it if you draw one leg and win the other leg, but in the league you've got to be getting the 3 points. Dropping 2 points every week just absolutely kills you, because we haven't actually lost that many games this season, but I think we've had 9 draws in the Premier League, and that just isn't good enough for Manchester United. It really isn't, and so many of them have been 0-0s. And a lot of people were talking about our defence. Is it just our defence that's so bad, or is it our forward line, is it our midfield line? And it is a bit of a conundrum for Manchester United at this moment in time, because we've certainly got a problem. Is it just players out of form? Is it the manager? There is a lot of problems at Manchester United, which I personally don't think it is one problem which will fix the problems that Manchester United have got in the attacking positions. But a few weeks ago we were attacking, we scored 3 goals at Everton and we let 3 goals in, so maybe it's just the way it is at this moment in time. But I think all 3 things can be better. The players can definitely do better, they may be out of form. The manager can certainly do better. Sometimes his substitutions, the tactics aren't spot on, and some of the players probably aren't up to the level of standard that Manchester United need in order to win titles, probably just not. So it is a combination, I think, of all 3. And Manchester United go into this game obviously in the back of poor form, we do. But if you can't get up, I mean, this is the biggest of games, and if you literally cannot put 110% effort into this game, you might as well fuck off from Manchester United and not be at the club, because this is the ultimate game to try and stop Manchester City's run, to beat them fucking Mancs from the blue side of Manchester. It would be nothing better than to beat them. It really wouldn't. I mean, we're not going to win the title, but a few years ago under Jose Mourinho, we did win at the Etihad 3-2 when we were 2-0 down against Man City, and although it just hurt their title aspirations a little bit, they were always going to win the title, but it just put a dent in them and it just delayed them winning the title. And that's what I would just like to see Manchester United do, and plus it would cement Manchester United in the top 4, because at this moment in time we could slip out if we don't do something sharpish and get back to winning ways. Now, what do I think we can do? I don't know what we can actually do in order to alter this at this moment in time. I think, as I say, a combination of things are causing this shit for Manchester United, and players really out of poor form as well are not helping this. But I'm not too sure what Solskjaer can actually do in order to change this up and sort the problem out completely. I know sometimes I've blamed certain players and that, but the options at this moment in time are not there, because we've had injury concerns to worry about, and we just do not have the backup in the team that we need to when we've got a couple of injuries, which was why it was such a kick in the bollocks when we didn't sign Jadon Sancho in the summer, because at this moment in time Marcus Rashford has been absolutely horseshit. There's talk that he's got a shoulder injury that's causing him problems and needs surgery. Well, if we had Jadon Sancho, you know what we could say to Marcus Rashford? You've done well up till now. You're going to be on the bench for a couple of games, and that is what Man City are doing. You're looking at Phil Foden, been in great form for Man City, but the last couple of games has been on the substitutes bench. And while they're winning games of football, he's not grumbling. He's going to come back into the team probably for this game refreshed. A couple of games ago it was Raheem Sterling, didn't play against West Ham. They still got the victory because they brought someone else in. They've rested and rotated Riyad Mahrez at times this season, and Kevin De Bruyne hasn't played at times this season, but they bring someone else of the same level, or near enough the same level of quality, into the team, which Manchester United at this moment haven't got. And you look at Manchester United's bench, and at this moment in time you've got the likes of Diallo and Shoretiri sitting on the bench, who aren't really players that you're going to expect to come onto the pitch for Manchester United and do bits for Manchester United. You're not at this moment in time. And yes, Solskjaer's substitutions were too late and we could have tried Diallo or something else against Crystal Palace. We definitely fucking could have done. It isn't the options that we want for Manchester United. And yes, he's making the substitutions too late, but we don't have that great deal of options that Man City have. And I think if he did have better options on the bench, then Manchester United may make the substitutions earlier and things might be a bit different. They might, but going into this game we've got injury concerns yet again, so I don't know what he's going to do in the team. Dean Henderson will be in goal because David De Gea is in Spain, so the back four is pretty much probably going to pick itself because he's going to go for Lindelof and Maguire. It's pretty obvious he just rested Lindelof for the game in the week. We know that his preferred defence with Shaw and Wan-Bissaka. We know that he's going to go for Fred and McTominay. We know that, but that is a massive problem for Manchester United. I personally would like to see either McTominay and Pogba or McTominay and Fred or something else in there. We do definitely miss Pogba in the team. I really think we do. We're just not creating enough going forward. We haven't got that bold forward that Paul Pogba offers. He just offers that something different, completely different. Fred is very basic. He's okay at football, but he's just very basic. Not really someone that's gonna put good passes forward. He's just gonna play it safe, to be honest. And Manchester United need more than that. And Scott McTominay, where he is a decent player, he's good. He's got himself chipped in with a decent number of goals this season. Isn't going to put good passes forward. Isn't a great passer of the ball, and just is a bit of a box-to-box midfielder, but isn't on the level of Paul Pogba. Not at all. Paul Pogba spraying balls about left, right, and centre would be what Manchester United could really do with against Man City, but unfortunately is out. So this is a conundrum of Manchester United, and obviously Donny van de Beek hasn't been in the team hardly at all this season. Would he be a better option in a midfield, maybe midfield three with Fernandes, Van de Beek and Fred, let's say? I don't know, maybe he would be. We definitely need something else in that midfield anyway. Something that's gonna definitely change Manchester United's midfield three at times. But I don't know if Donny van de Beek's the answer, but he's been always on the bench this season. In the last few games he's been injured, so it's looking a bit like his day. I don't know if his days are numbered, but at this moment in time things are not going well for him, so we're probably going to need to sign another midfielder in there, because Fred and McTominay have played in a lot of these games against the so-called Big Six, and we've failed to score because that is maybe part of the reason. But still, the forward line needs to do better. It's probably going to be Cavani, Rashford and maybe Greenwood, or it'd be James, because I think Martial is still out injured, and all three of them still definitely need to do more. Definitely Rashford and Greenwood, certainly. Greenwood has done fuck all this season, to be honest, for Manchester United, and last season he was the one creating a lot of his goals himself, and he's not doing that this season. He's not really the type of forward that Manchester United have got, that's gonna be in the penalty area, looking to get on the end of things, sort of a Van Nistelrooy type player, getting in that 6-yard box. He's not really that sort of guy. A lot of his goals last season come from cutting in from that right hand side and getting a quick shot away at the near post and outfoxing the keeper. Also a couple were from distance as well, shooting from the edge of the box, or maybe just a bit further out the box. They weren't really goals that were created by someone else. The only really goal that was created by someone else was that one that he scored against Liverpool, where Rashford put the great ball over and he slid it in, but he was still on the right hand side then, coming in, which has been, for me, his favoured position is coming in off that right hand side and getting that early shot away. But we just haven't seen enough of that early shot this season from Mason Greenwood coming in on that right hand side, or even getting shots from distance. We haven't really seen that, which is really a disappointment. But Cavani didn't really look at his best at all in the week against Crystal Palace, but I'm not too sure he's the only real option Manchester United have got in that centre forward position, and if we're not getting the chances into him, he's not going to score either, and that is the problem. That can be the problem for all three, but all three forwards still need to do more for Manchester United, even if they're not getting a great deal of service. When they do get the chances, or when they do create something themselves, they've got to be getting that shot away or creating something for someone else in order to get the shot away and to score. So it is a bit of both, but this is a real conundrum of Manchester United, but we'll have to wait and see. But I don't think Martial will be back. If he is back, maybe he could come into the starting lineup, because I still haven't written him off completely, or Greenwood, but they do need to definitely butt their ideas up going forward into these last few weeks of this business end of the season, because if we're to win any trophies, Greenwood and Martial need to really step up to the plate, because the other players at this moment in time are having a bit of a dip. And Bruno Fernandes, you would think, would be the key man in this game if Rashford and Greenwood are still off their game, because although Bruno Fernandes has been off his game for a few games, he's still been the most likely to, you think, that's going to score or create something for Manchester United. Now, with Man City, they've got such a array of attacking options up front at this moment in time. You're looking at Gundogan. He's scored, I think, 11 Premier League goals this season. Didn't really see him becoming an attacking goal scorer for Man City, but he has this season. I mean, Raheem Sterling, Phil Foden, I mean, Gabriel Jesus. I mean, they've got such a array of options. Kevin De Bruyne in there, so all these men can hurt Manchester United, and they're going to have a lot of possession in this game. Maybe this game could be a game for Dan James to come in and use his pace on the counter-attack for Manchester United, because the only thing that Man City will do is they will come at Manchester United and they will come and have a go at Manchester United, and hopefully Manchester United can exploit that, because we are struggling against these teams that are low blocking, that are just sitting back and defending, like Crystal Palace. And it's Manchester United's job to break the fuckers down, it really is, but we're struggling. When we played Real Sociedad, they were a lot more open. Obviously, these are a much better team than Real Sociedad, but Real Sociedad should have beaten Real Madrid the other day, and Manchester United went to Real Sociedad and we did tear them apart. And that was a lot due to the fact that they come and were expansive. Now, I'm not expecting Manchester United to go here and win this game of football, but we may be able to create some more chances, a lot more dangerous against this opposition if they do pull forward. Although, obviously, their defence has been really solid this season. So, it is a bit of a worry for Manchester United going into this game, and I don't expect Manchester United to get anything from this game. I would be a bit deluded to think Manchester United can go into this game to win it, but stranger things have happened. We did beat these 3-2 under Jose Mourinho when I thought we had fucking no chance, and we were 2-0 down going into the second half, and a Paul Pogba comeback and a Chris Smalling goal helped Manchester United turn it around. So you never say never, but at this moment in time it is looking bleak for Manchester United getting a result in this Manchester derby. I'm going to go for Manchester City winning this game 2-0. I just think it's going to be too hard for Manchester United to get a result in this game, the way Manchester United are playing and the way Man City are playing at this moment in time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, like the video also, and share the video if you're watching this on Facebook. It really does help us out, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.